Will, talk to me.
ABC Tonight.
They took his daughter. She's coming home alive.
Will Trent, the series critics are calling powerful must-see TV, continues to thrill.
Shouldn't we strategize before we go in there?
If we screw up this case, a cop killer walks free.
With the riveting conclusion to a 2-part season premiere.
GBI!
Help me!
Get down!
Will Trent, all new tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Taxes was waiting around for your taxes to be done, which led to worrying about not getting any money back. Now Taxes is matching with a TurboTax expert who can do your taxes in a day to get you up to $4,000 fast with a refund advance loan. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. Get an expert now on TurboTax.com. Expert filing only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. Refund advance has $0 loan fees and 0% APR. Refund advance loans may be issued by First Century Bank, N.A. or WebBank. Terms apply, subject to approval.
Will, talk to me.
ABC Tonight.
They took his daughter. She's coming home alive.
Will Trent, the series critics are calling powerful must-see TV, continues to thrill.
Shouldn't we strategize before we go in there?
If we screw up this case, a cop killer walks free.
With the riveting conclusion to a 2-part season premiere.
GBI!
Help me!
Get down!
Will Trent, all new tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Life can be chaotic. If you're running a retail business, don't let disorganized order fulfillment add to the chaos. Use ShipStation instead. With ShipStation, you never have to worry about shipping and fulfillment again. Whether you're running a business out of your garage or you have multiple warehouses, ShipStation is ideal for every phase of your business's growth. Save time with one login for all your stores and by automating repetitive tasks. Plus, you'll save money with the best shipping rates from global carriers. ShipStation's industry-leading features help you deliver a better customer experience. They'll get accurate and faster shipments along with automated tracking updates with your branding. And with up to 88% off UPS and USPS rates and up to 90% off FedEx rates, ShipStation is the fastest and most affordable way to ship. Calm the chaos. Switch to ShipStation today. Start a free trial at shipstation.com/audio. That's shipstation.com/audio.
Where every story has a deadly twist. This is Hidden Killers with Tony Bruschi.
We're going to Kansas for this one. That's right. All the way back to Kansas. At his Monday sentencing, Emma Clooney, the mother of murdered Sandy Palmer, who was fatally gunned down by husband Michael Edgington in Kansas last year during a domestic altercation, lambasted her disgraced son-in-law, forcefully telling him she, quote, "she loved you," while also detailing how he cruelly tormented Palmer's relatives closely following her death with deeply troubling actions and remarks aimed at them. She said, quote, "the first thing you asked me was for the PlayStation." Cooley recalled in her exchange with Edgington after Palmer's death, as reported by the local Sumner NewsCow.
I just have to say that is the most Kansas thing ever.
If you're
there's a local news outlet called the Sumner, that's the county there, Sumner County NewsCow.
I think I would not want to credit your newspaper. I would not want my newspaper credited if that's.
I don't know if that's an online thing or what it is, but they call it the NewsCow.
Okay.
I just think it's kind of funny.
Well, here's your PlayStation, she calmly stated immediately following her statement, setting one console on a wooden bench near where he was seated. So he got his PlayStation.
I love that she brought it with her.
Back. Your daughter's dead, but can I have my PlayStation back? Palmer, 25, had been arguing with Edgington on July 3rd prior to her demise and purportedly hurled a 4.04-ounce concrete trinket at his head. Investigators said, "I noticed the swelling on his forehead." A responding officer noted in the official case document, Edgington's counteraction involved shooting her using a 9mm handgun. So a 4-ounce little, less than a candy bar, flying at you. Let's get out the 9mm.
Because when you think, I mean, that might have hurt on your head, but it's 4 ounces.
Is your life in danger?
Does that warrant being shot and killed?
No. It's poor decision-making skills. I recognize I did something wrong, he stated in his criminal sentencing, where he was ultimately given 61 months behind bars. That's it, 5 years for second-degree murder. If I was him, I'd fucking watch my back, because I'm going to guess mom may make a life purpose for herself, counting down the days till you're out. But I don't believe I posed a threat to society, Edgington informed Sumner County District Court Judge William Mott, who imposed the top penalty permitted. In addition to 36 months probation, Edgington will also be prohibited from owning firearms in the future, unless, of course, he goes to a gun show. In addition to requesting his PlayStation, Edgington further horrified Palmer's relatives by allegedly choosing to remarry in the same home he had occupied with Palmer, with the ceremony reportedly taking place within those same walls. This is where you killed your ex-wife and my daughter, Cooley still said Monday, and you hold a wedding ceremony there simply as though she never existed? Moreover, Edgington frequently informed Palmer's relatives that he allegedly acted in self-defense and that Palmer herself was ultimately fully responsible for her own demise, Cooley asserted in an ongoing repeated discussion. In statements to authorities, Edgington said Sydney suffered from severely manic episodes. A physician had recently discontinued her Vraylar medication, and she reportedly grew furious with me for failing to remove the trash. She immediately proceeded to damage property inside our dwelling, and I asked her to stop. Then she grabbed a concrete figure and threatened to throw it at me. I told her to stop. She hurled it, forcefully striking my own head. She loved you, Cooley stated on Monday. Even with her final breath for law enforcement, she simply refused to acknowledge you had killed her. She was a forgiver attempting to defend you. Edgington had spent 10 months jailed before securing bond on May 24. It stated and is slated to spend 5 years and 1 month in state prison. Okay, what you do when somebody's acting erratic like that and they don't have access to a firearm and really nothing else, go lock yourself in a room and you call 911.
Exactly.
And then police come and they take the person that's acting crazy. Unless they have a weapon pointed at you, and I'm sorry, a 4-ounce figurine is not a deadly weapon, you don't fire at them. You shouldn't even have the gun out.
He said himself that she suffered from severe manic episodes. So he knew this was a problem for her.
Yeah.
He knew she was off her medication. Yeah, was she out of control? I'm sure she possibly could have been.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't there. But he knew that there was a reason behind that, in that this was more a mental health crisis. And he chose to shoot her. And he's like, yeah, well, it really wasn't my fault. It was her. She's the one who had the manic episode, not me. I mean, that's how it feels. I would be so insulted if I was her family. I applaud the mom for taking that PlayStation and just dangling it in front of him. Here it is.
Yeah.
You're going to prison.
The answer when someone's doing, like I said, unless they are threatening you directly, you have some rights there to defend yourself. But if there's nothing that's going to endanger your life, you can't choose to endanger someone else's and one-up it. That's called escalating. We need more skills in de-escalating situations like this. It's not, let's bring out more guns. No, it's go to a safe place and get the police involved so someone can get this person under control if you feel you cannot. And shooting them is not getting the situation under control. It's scary as shit.
He obviously, it's all her fault. No, you're the one that got out the gun and shot her.
You're the one that
killed her.
She didn't have the weapon in hand. Yeah, I mean, there's 1,000 other ways this could have gone down where maybe it would have been a little more justified, like if she had the gun and he had to wrestle it out of her hand. And then,
yeah, that's different. That's a whole different scenario.
Or you can just put it up somewhere high where they can't reach it. And then get assaulted as they try and escape the room as they were aiming the gun at you, and then themselves, and then you, and then themselves. And then you jump at it like a football player and maybe break a rib and get it out of their hand and then get it up super high. And then, you'll get a knee to the balls, but, you didn't shoot anybody and they're alive.
I'd like to say something right here, but I'm not going to.
Totally fictitious experience that I've never experienced myself in any way, shape, or form.
You're just making all that up.
Completely making it all up. Had nothing to do with, my path in life afterwards.
Situation at all.
there's ways of handling it. It's scary as shit. I will say that without a fucking doubt. But I can say I've been in a scarier situation than that and handled it a hell of a lot different.
Well, and he could have walked out of the house.
Yeah.
Just left. Yeah. You know, my mother suffered like this throughout her life. And, you know, you would just leave the house. I remember coming back once when I was in high school and it looked like there had been a tornado in our house. She tore it up.
Yep.
But nobody was home when she did it. So, I mean, we all left.
Yeah.
And
that's all you can do. And then call for help because there's nothing you are going to be able to do to help somebody who's in a state like that. They need medical attention. It's not let's up the ante, let's scare them down. Or like, no, you're going to make it worse. So
he was pissed. He was pissed off that she threw that at him. So he just grabbed his gun and shot her.
Grow the fuck up, I guess. You know, like somebody.
And then he's like, I'm no threat to anybody. Well, no, you kind of are.
If you have
because
that,
you have no conflict resolution skills at all.
None. No.
It's just sad. I'm with the mom on this, you know. I don't even think that 61 months is plus probation is long enough.
Fuck no.
But I do get it. You know, I think, but the but-for thing, had it not been for her actions, he wouldn't have done what he did. You know, if it would have just been a regular day, they're watching TV, I don't think she'd have ended up dead. I do think that
it would have been a murder-suicide. A couple months down the road.
Could have been.
A couple months down the road, he'd feel so... if he's that quick to pull the gun out on her at this point, he's obviously having some issues with her, and it's not fucking easy living with someone like that by any means. But it doesn't mean you murder them. It means you break up, or you get divorced, or you do whatever you need to do to keep your sanity.
And how do you even live in that house after you murdered somebody in the house, let alone get remarried in it?
That
and
is
who's the woman he got married to? She's like, I'm signing up for this. He murdered his last wife in this house. I love him.
I mean, it's not like, it was kind of a fact that this happened. He's not arguing that it didn't happen. He's just saying the reason and motivation was self-defense. So I'm assuming this new wife had to have known this story. I don't know how you would not. And I don't, did he lie to her? Did he say, oh, it happened at a different place? I can't imagine going, oh, yeah, let's go back in the same house that you murdered your former wife in, and let's have the ceremony right there. I guess, hey, to each their own.
But she would have had to know.
You'd think. You would think. I don't know. You know, you also assume people are intelligent, and that's an assumption we cannot have on every story.
You're in the thick of a true crime saga, every detail sinking in, and then, wham, a commercial about something you couldn't care less about. It's like being served a microwaved dinner at a 5-star restaurant. But it doesn't have to be this way. Go for True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts. With True Crime Today Premium Plus, you get uninterrupted, ad-free episodes, extended interviews that dig even deeper into the muck, and early access so you can brag to your friends. It's like ordering the secret menu at a crime buffet. So, search for True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts, subscribe, and savor every twisted detail without interruption.
Will, talk to me.
ABC Tonight.
They took his daughter. She's coming home alive.
Will Trent, the series critics are calling powerful must-see TV, continues to thrill.
Shouldn't we strategize before we go in there?
If we screw up this case, a cop killer walks free.
With the riveting conclusion to a 2-part season premiere.
Help me!
Get down!
Will Trent, all new tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Will, talk to me.
ABC Tonight.
They took his daughter. She's coming home alive.
Will Trent, the series critics are calling powerful must-see TV, continues to thrill.
Shouldn't we strategize before we go in there?
If we screw up this case, a cop killer walks free.
With the riveting conclusion to a 2-part season premiere.
Help me!
Get down!
Will Trent, all new tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Will, talk to me.
ABC Tonight.
They took his daughter. She's coming home alive.
Will Tratt, the series critics are calling powerful must-see TV, continues to thrill.
Shouldn't we strategize before we go in there?
If we screw up this case, a cop killer walks free.
With the riveting conclusion to a 2-part season premiere.
Help me.
Get down!
Will Tratt, all new tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Will, talk to me.
ABC Tonight.
They took his daughter. She's coming home alive.
Will Tratt, the series critics are calling powerful must-see TV, continues to thrill.
Shouldn't we strategize before we go in there?
If we screw up this case, a cop killer walks free.
With the riveting conclusion to a 2-part season premiere.
Help me.
Get down!
Will Tratt, all new tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Will, talk to me.
ABC Tonight.
They took his daughter. She's coming home alive.
Will Tratt, the series critics are calling powerful must-see TV, continues to thrill.
Shouldn't we strategize before we go in there?
If we screw up this case, a cop killer walks free.
With the riveting conclusion to a 2-part season premiere.
Help me.
Get down!
Will Tratt, all new tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Will, talk to me.
ABC Tonight.
They took his daughter. She's coming home alive.
Will Tratt, the series critics are calling powerful must-see TV, continues to thrill.
Shouldn't we strategize before we go in there?
If we screw up this case, a cop killer walks free.
With the riveting conclusion to a 2-part season premiere.
Help me.
Get down!
Will Tratt, all new tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.